I recommend doing this 3 to 4 times a week in addition to 2 yoga workouts. Right, let's get started. So first in everything we do, we want to ground and center ourselves, bring our mind and body connected. Bring the hands on the knees, rolling the shoulders back. And if this is uncomfortable, you can always put a cushion underneath you. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two more times. You're going to inhale the arms up and exhale, bringing them over to one side. Your arm can be straight or bent on the ground as long as this opposite side hip is not coming up. And exhale, other side. And we'll do that one more time. We're gonna hinge forward. So hinge, it's kind of like a door, open, close, versus rounding down. So we're gonna hinge our body down. And when we reach the ground, we're just gonna walk our shoulders up and down like a cat, scratching the floor. And walk our hands back, and then lifting the pelvis up. And again, I'll show that from side view. Hinging down. So we're engaging our back and core to hinge down, and then we relax at the bottom. And as you can see, I'm moving my shoulders, kind of like how a cat stretches. And then we're going to walk our hands back. And we're going to come into our tabletop position. So tabletop is a flat back. Our wrists are underneath our shoulders. And we're just going to do some cat-cows to warm up. Exhale to cow. Inhale to cat. You can close your eyes. All right, let's begin. A couple options here. To warm up, we're just going to lift the arms one at a time, engaging the core to stabilize. As you notice, my back is straight. And then we're going to add the leg. So it's like we're kicking a wall behind us. So a lot of times I'll see people open their hip, or they'll bring it really high, and it's not about how high it is. See how it's in alignment with the rest of me, just straight behind me, and I'm flexing that foot. Bring up the arm. And there's a couple options here. Really, if you're not used to this, I would just suggest staying here. As you get stronger, you can crunch the leg. And on each exhale, you're gonna crunch And each inhale, lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold and release down. And we'll stretch out the wrists. Same leg. We're going to bend the leg and we're going to pulse up. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping the leg up, and now we're going to do clamshells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the core strong. I think we're on 8, 9, 10. Come to child's pose for just a second. And then do the other side. So pushing that leg behind us, keeping our hips square, engaging the core, and holding here, or crunching for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that leg up, and we're going to come into pushing towards the ceiling. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opening up the leg, clamshells. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Alrighty, we're going to come into downward facing dog. So downward facing dog, make sure the eyes of the elbows, that part, is pointed forward and the index fingers are pointed forward. An imaginary blueberry underneath the palms, giving space, gripping the mat, and sending the weight backwards. The chest and the head is going towards the legs. If you're really tight here, you might need to bend the legs. You don't want all our weight forward or way too far back. We're going to do an ab series here. We're going to kick the right leg up. Exhale, bringing it over to the right arm, sending it back, in between, back, other side, and repeat. And we'll switch sides. Again. And if you ever get tired, you can always come out of downward facing dog. This time we're going to do just the center, but bringing it in and out. It looks like this. Do the breathing with me. Let's do 3 more. And another side. And release. And come into child's pose, taking a break. You can always bring your hands together. And coming out of the pose, we're going to do a couple planks. Everything I'm showing you, we're using our whole body. So we're strengthening the legs, the core, arms. If you don't have a lot of time or you're having a hard time working out, for mental reasons, doing full body exercises is the best thing you can do because you're getting more bang for your buck time-wise. They're hard. No shit. These are not easy. They get easier over time, and then you just find ways to make it harder, right? So we are gonna do a downward facing dog, roll into a cobra hood to plank, and then back a couple times to warm up the spine and keep engaging us. So once again, eyes of the elbows forward, blueberry shape underneath the palms. And this isn't just for yoga and Pilates, this is for any time we are on the ground like this in any exercise. Stepping back into downward facing dog. So watch first, unless you have seen this video, who knows how many times by now. Tucking the chin, see how I'm keeping my back rounded, 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 and now I come into plank, sending the weight back into the heels and pushing up in the shoulders. Tuck the chin, downward facing dog. Let's do this a couple more times. Round, 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 push into the ground. Tuck, release. And see, it's easy to want to drop down, but we're not doing that. See how my back is flat? And I actually might need to bring my hands in a little bit. And again. Back. Last one. Readjust where you need to, holding plank. Start with 30 seconds. Gauge your core, push into the ground, push into the heels. Almost done. And sending the weight back. Ooh, nice crack in the back. All right. We're gonna come into side planks. It's coming into your plank. Bring the right hand to the center and open up to the side. You have a couple options here. You can bring the front leg in front of you to make it easier. Maybe if your wrist is hurting, you can come down to your forearm. And forearm isn't necessarily easier. It's actually, in a lot of ways, harder. But if your wrist is hurting, then I would recommend forearm plank. And you can do the modification here too as well. And if it's too easy, you can always bring the leg up. Whatever you need. 10, 9, 8. And release. Shaking it out. Stretching the wrists. Can always interlace the fingers and do this kind of dealio. And plank on the other side. I'm just going to flip over so you can see. Bringing the left hand in. And opening up into plank. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back into our regular plank. 10 seconds here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And coming into a child's pose. We're going to do some Pilates push-ups, and then we will be doing regular push-ups. If you have a pretty good push-up practice, you can do it without the knees. If you're still working on your push-up form, we'll do the knees. I'll show you both. So first, Pilates push-ups. Make sure the wrists are underneath the shoulders, hip width apart. And we're going to do 2 types. So first we're going to go down, 1, and then up, 1, 2, 3. On that down, we exhale, inhale. Engage the core. Last time. Now we do the opposite. And now we'll just do the scapula. So we were moving our chest up and down. This time we're not moving the chest, just the scapula. Watch first. I'm doing this. Part of our flexibility and strength is mobility, which is why I throw mobility into strength exercises. So just the scapula. Last one. I'm gonna come into a regular push-up, just stretch out the wrists if you need to. I'm doing this on a Pilates mat, so sometimes it's actually harder on the wrists, easier on the knees. All right. So we'll do 10 push-ups. I encourage you every week to add 2. So pause it. If this is your second or third time doing this, do the full push-ups. So every week, add 1 or 2 push-ups to your set. First, I'll show what it is, the knees. I'm getting my chest as close to the ground as possible. So you might have to adjust your hands, make sure your core, holding your core in. Your shoulders should be underneath you. You might need to bring your knees back a little bit more. Look how low I'm getting. Right? And for without the knees, it's the same dealio. There's a lot of ways you can do push-ups. As strong as I am, I still suck at push-ups. So it just shows you that, you know, something you either work on or you don't work on. I kind of avoided push-ups in the gym because I did things with weights, and now I'm like, well, I guess I have to do push-ups. So don't beat yourself up wherever you're at. Let's do them together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Child's pose. Alrighty, we're gonna do Chaturanga push-ups now, getting into the triceps. And if your wrists start hurting, you can do a lot of these poses with a fist, or if you have it's called a wedge. It's a block that's a triangle shape. And so the higher part of the triangle, you put your wrists. So Chaturanga push-ups. Chaturanga. Regular Chaturanga. Elbows stay in, lower all the way, and release down. You probably see this in yoga. Chaturanga push-ups. You can also roll your mat. My wrists are hurting today. It's weird. Okay. So make sure my shoulders and wrists are in alignment, and we just don't go all the way down. So now we're getting into triceps. If you want to do this on your knees, same thing. All right, let's do them together. Ready? And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, make sure the elbows are going back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Whew. It's funny, I can do chaturangas all day, but chaturanga push-ups are much harder. Alrighty, let's get into some more ab stuff today. We're gonna come onto our backs. No, that does not mean we get to relax. Alrighty. So we're gonna bring the knees into the chest. Inhale. Engage the core, lifting up. And we're gonna do one leg stretch. So I am engaging my core. The shoulders are off the ground. I'm bringing in one leg at a time. And see how I don't bend it until it gets to the center? If your head starts to hurt, you can always bring your hands back. And then now we're switching to single leg stretch. Kick it in. Release down, shake the neck side to side. We're going to get more into our obliques again. We warmed them up with those side planks. Exhale, engage the core. Inhale. Bicycles with the straight arm. And release down. All right, we are going to do leg lowers. No one likes these. If your abs are not as strong, you can put your arms underneath your butt, like so, and that will help keep the hips raised so you don't go into the lower back as much. Only go as low as you can. My abs are really strong, so I can get my legs all the way down here and back up without lifting my lower back. That took a long time. I could not always do that. And bring them into the chest. Whew. Those are killer. I always hate those. You can do those 3 things again. Just to keep the video shorter, I'm going to move on, but you can pause it and do here to here, take a break, do bicycles, stop, do leg lowers. You can do that up to 3 times. And yeah, it's always good to do things more than once. Alrighty. We are gonna cross our ankles onto each other. Engage the core, lifting up, putting my hands in between, and release. And you know what? I'm just kidding. We're gonna do the whole thing again. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Engage the core. Inhale. We're just going to do single leg stretch though in this round. And release. Woo. Okay, bicycles. Ready? And release down, and leg lowers. You can bring your feet together or parallel. I find it's actually harder. First position and lower. Three, two, and one. And bring the legs in. Whew. All right, cross them ankles. Exhale, engage the core, tuck the chin. Inhale, coming through. Last two. Last one. And release. Woo. We're gonna roll over and do Cobra. Stretch out those abs. All right. Making sure your shoulders are tucked, that they're next to you, and coming into Cobra. If you're not used to doing Cobra, you can just have the elbows on the ground. Okay. And releasing down. We are gonna do some rocking the boat and some swimmers. Some people call these Supermans, you know, to get into the back. Hey, hey, hey. All right. So first, let's do a basic one first. So we're going to make sure our elbows are glued in. Exhale the air out. Engage. Inhale. Lifting our chest up. And exhale down. And inhale up. Exhale down. Making sure your glutes are engaged. Inhale. And exhale. This time we're going to lift the chest and the legs. And hold it. And you can bring the arms out to the side or in front of you. And now we're gonna swim. Whee! Make sure the back and glutes are engaged. Ten, 9, lift higher, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And shake those hips side to side. Bring your head to one side. And then your head to the other side. We're gonna bring our elbows up, bring the feet together, and when you're ready, you're gonna bring your head back down, and you can make a little pillow with your hands, and then we're just gonna lift, just a very small lift, so the legs are coming off the ground. It's getting into the glutes, and we're pulsing. Little lifts here. It's going to tone the glutes and the outer legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Shake it out. Whew. We're gonna now rock it. So options here. You're just gonna lift up and release. Lift up and release. That's option 1. If you are used to this movement or more advanced or as you get stronger, you will just rock. I do not suggest rocking if you have not done it before. It will hurt your back. So scoochie yourself on up, bringing the elbows in and lifting and catching yourself. Exhale. Last 2. Last 1. And release. Shake it out. If these exercises are hurting your back, do not do them. Just do the swimmer twice or 3 times. We're going to come into a child's pose. I would suggest wide leg to release any tension. Back. Alrighty, almost done here. I know it's already at 38 minutes here. We're going to come onto the side, do a couple more leg things here. You can either have yourself lifted up, which is a little more challenging, or you can lay down and really just focus on the movement and the core. Going to bring this leg in like you're sitting in an office chair. Imagine you're in a chair, and the top leg is straight, and lifting. 10, 9, 8, 7. See if you can keep it more open. This will work your outer legs. 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna bend the leg and point. I'm gonna touch down and then heel. Toe, heel. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. No one likes those. Okay, we're gonna come all the way down if you were up. And we're gonna straighten both legs. So notice that I'm not completely straight. There is about a 30-degree angle. And we're gonna lift both legs and then up. Ooh, these are killer. You can use that bottom hand to help you stabilize. Now we're going to keep it up and then open, close, open. And if that's like crazy hard, then just lifting here and holding. My toes are pointed. 3, 2, woo, brutal. 1. Gonna bend that front leg. This is nice because you're kind of getting a stretch here while you were working the bottom leg and flexing the bottom foot. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's switch sides. Okay, remember, off this chair. Straight leg. I keep my hand right by the belly button as like a physical aid to remember to hold in the core. Imagine that you're bringing your belly button towards the back behind you. Last one. Gonna point and flex. Point and flex. And as you get better, you can actually straighten out the leg. Both are working. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Bringing ourselves down. Straight legs at an angle. And lift up, down, down, up, down, down. Up, down, down, 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 up, down, down. And either hold it or lift up higher and like a crocodile talking or eating. 10, 9, 8, I hate these. 7, 6, 5, smile. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa, Nelly. Those are brutal. Not gonna lie. Okay. Bending that leg, straightening the bottom one, and flexing the foot. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. So we worked our arms, our chest, moved our scapula, our wrists. We worked on our core, inner legs, outer legs. Yeah. You do this 3 to 4 times a week plus a yoga practice, I guarantee you will get stronger and you will be more toned. Oh yeah, take care of yourself. You might want to get out a roller and roll your muscles after that. To close our practice today, we'll do 3 breaths together. Exhale the air out. Inhale. Thank you for practicing with me today. Get a lot of water and enjoy the rest of your day.